One thing I want to talk about. We've been talking about it all day and all of yesterday. The blue card. What are your
Oh my
thoughts?
god, I was ready to talk about this. So I think the blue cards, absolute shite idea. Is one of the most shitest things I've ever seen in football. Because, alright, so I'm a Man United fan, so I'm going to put this into terms, and I'm going to put you in the shoes of a Manchester United fan, alright?
Terrible.
So when I hear blue cards, suspended for 10 minutes, here's what I think. I think, all right, red card for Bruno Fernandes for dissent, red card for Casemiro for bad tackling, red card for Dallo for dissent. So automatically 11 on 8.
Yeah, not great
So
for 10
it's not
minutes.
great.
Yeah, I think
So
it's what Paul Morrison said because this isn't the first time it was proposed. He said this a few months ago, but he basically said that in rugby when there's 15 players, and that's what I said earlier. But in rugby it makes
mhm.
sense because 15 players doesn't really kill the flow of the game. But 15 to 11 players is a big difference. So Paul Morrison basically said that he feels like in football, if it were to be introduced, people would just defend when there isn't a player on the field, and it would just become a
Oh,
shit fest for 10
absolutely.
minutes. Which I'd agree with because we even see that in hockey sometimes on a power play. So
hmm
and then the hockey's obviously five people. Is it five? Six? Yeah.
Yep,
But
five,
but
and the goaltender.
yeah, yeah. So but yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, I feel like it would just slow down the game. Knowing how teams play, especially these days, which it's so possession based anyway. It's kind of defensively minded, and
hmm
teams play out from the back anyway. I think the last thing we need is a blue card. Been seeing a lot of videos kind of talking about how football 10, 20 years ago. I know nostalgia bias is massive, but it was a lot more common for a center back just fling it up to kind of have a bunch of individual players, and that's already dying out. So I think the blue card's the last thing we need. I think football's already slowing down enough. So I'd agree with you. I just don't think it's necessary. I think there's a lot of other things we can fix. I just think they're kind of
Yeah.
creating a problem to make us mad. When to
Mhm.
distract from the other stuff.
And, I just want to add that, like in hockey, power play kind of makes sense because you sit out for 2 minutes of the period, and you can still bring in defensive substitutions to help you defend your
Yeah,
goal when you're down a player. The problem with is in football. Here's the thing, right? You get five substitutions. So let's say one of your center backs gets a blue card in the first minute of the game. You need to bring on another defensive player to help patch that hole, or you're going to have all your or you're going to be playing 10 in the back.
yeah, that's a really good
So
point.
you
Cause
really need to be able to have fluid substitutions in order for this to be able to work.
Yeah, because it
And
either has to
because,
be like, and sorry for cutting off, but it either has to be like
mhm,
hockey was unlimited substitutions and it's very fluid, like you said, or it has to be like rugby when there's extra when it's not unlimited substitutions, but there's 15 players on the field. In with
there's
football, it's
plenty
like
more to
what
talk about.
either we're gonna introduce unlimited substitutions for football, which would be mental, or we're gonna introduce 15 players, which would be equally mental. But
Yeah,
imagine Mourinho playing nine at the back. He would.
that'd be insane.
Yeah, Mourinho, he needs a job right now. Actually, I mean, I can't talk, but Mourinho to Liverpool, let's have
Mhm.
it. But yeah, anyway, just
I
kind of
don't know.